You're what up, everybody? I'm your man Khalil G. Welcome back to 3 Real Motion Angle. Today's video is going to be a bait making only video. I'm going to do some color matching for you today because I don't know if you can hear and see all that behind me. Yeah, that's the rain. So it's really not going to be a good time to rain with Hurricane Sally pushing up on our shores and making the southeast really terrible right now. So I can't go fishing to see how these roll. I can't pull up something for you magically out of the water. You know, I don't have that today. I'm sorry. Next time, I'm working on it, but I can't get out right now. It's going to be like this for like the next 5 or 6 days. It's ridiculous. Ruining my fall transition. Feels like fishing in 2020 has been terrible for me because every time I want to do something, either some disaster, some pandemic, some world something happens and I can't go do anything. But anyway, let's make some baits. Really quick, as you can see, I am here today to try to recreate the red watermelon, that green watermelon color that is so classic amongst fishermen, and I'm using it to help with my bait line. I need a consistently good red flake with the green watermelon color. So that's what I'm going to work on today. These are the ones here that I made previously, and as you can see, they look pretty good, but I have been having a really hard time duplicating that color. So now I'm going to find out if I can duplicate that color, shoot it here into a few of my molds I have set up ready to go, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm going to take my trusty measuring cup and I'm going to fill her up to the good old-fashioned 1 cup mark where we always start at. I have my handy dandy Bait Plastics plastisol, mixing a little bit of hardener, undisclosed amount, a little bit of heat stabilizer, stir it up. Alright, make sure you check with your microwave to find out how long to cook for. My specific microwave will take 6 minutes. It's a 700 watt microwave. It's a lot slower than the newer one. So make sure you check for that before you just go dumping plastisol thinking 3 minutes is going to be your number, because most people say 3 minutes. So keep that in mind. We'll be right back when the plastisol is cooked. It's a nice steamy cup. It's nice and steamy. A lot of bubbles there on the top. Not as clear as we would like, but it's definitely very warm, but it's really good. All right, so we're going to start with Bait's Plastics watermelon. All right, some of those were really long pours, but we're gonna call it at that. That should be about where I want it. And that darkened over really nice. I want to say I'm just going to estimate that at about 40 drops. Yeah. And that's a ×2 colorant, so that was double what you need. All right. Now here's what I got going. I do a little bit of green moss 008, not a whole thing, just enough to color it. Then I do red fire, or fire red, I'm sorry, and this is 040 flake, and I do a nice scoop of that because it's the bigger flake. It's going to give it all its main color. And then last but not least, just for a little contrast, we got some 0.008 black. We mix this up. You see what that looks like? That looks pretty good. Don't really see a lot of the black in there, but it's in there. All right, we're gonna make sure she's all the way up to temperature again. We're gonna hit it again. This is a really pretty color right now. I think this is it. We're gonna hit this again and see where we're at. All right, I believe we're good now and we're up to temperature. Oh yeah, she's nice and easily stirred. It's a nice green. Okay, got our trusty big 8-ounce injector ready to go. Just ran out right at the end. So these just might all come out good. You can kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like by looking at the injector head here. Sweet. All right, I think they've had long enough to sit. That tube hollowed out. We might have some bad ones in there, but we shall see shortly enough. That wasn't cool at all. It didn't sound nothing like I thought it was gonna sound. In my mind, I'm like, do 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 ding, like it's just something like a real xylophone out here or something. All right, well, let's start with number one, the 4-inch SENKO. Those pressed out fairly well. The 3.5-inch ripper. Yes. Now this is one I definitely wanted to come out right, and it did. The 3.5-inch ripper. That looks really nice. Really, really nice. All right. All right. The 3-inch ripper. I overpressed these a little bit. You can see they got a little extra skin on them there, which is not a problem. That easily peels off. But I did press those a little hard because it felt like it wasn't working. Uh-oh, that one's got a hole in it. Tore that little lamination and tore a hole. Probably should have waited for it to dry a little first, but that's all right. Still got some other ones. They're all pretty good and decent. Nice looks. Go ahead and get them in the bath. All right, and last but certainly not least, the Midwest Finesse. Oh, I overshot this one too. That's why it caused a little seal in there. All right, that Midwest Finesse. Now my only issue is, as you can see, I overpressed it to put too much pressure on it. And that's because I am not used to the way that this gun feels. It's only like my second or third time using it, and it feels like you're not pumping anything into the baits. It feels like you're not pumping the mold properly, like something's missing. Because I went straight from the 4-ounce to the 8-ounce, and it makes a giant difference on how much liquid it moves, but it also makes a giant difference on how it feels when you apply pressure. But these came out pretty nice. All of them came out good. All right, I'm going to switch to the smaller injector after I just reheated it, all the chopped up, broken up pieces, and now we're back on the original 5-inch SENKO mold. So we're going to see if we can fill both these up with the 4-ounce injector. Because that 8 ounces is a bit big. Oh, didn't fill all the way. Let's see if we can hand pour that in. out the rest of that mold, both sides. See if that changes our luck, because I know it pumped out. It just crapped out at me on the end. So I know I at least got a couple of them out of that one. Alright, let's see what we got. This is the one I don't think worked out. Nope, it did not. But it gave me at least one. The rest of them are baggy. You can see they got flat spots in them. This one didn't get a tail. It's flat spots. This one's got a giant, it's full and complete, but it's got a giant bubble. So not enough pressure on that one. So we can take the one. And let's check the one that I believe caught a very good, truly good fill. Alright, those came out exceptionally well. Those came out exceptionally well. Okay. Alright, as you can see, they're not exactly the same color. They're not exactly the same color. They were made with two different kinds of colorant. You know, one is a little extra thick type of colorant. Yeah, one is an extra thick type of colorant. This one was made with something different, and this one was made with the base plastic watermelon color. This is a mix of a few different colors. I did add a little black to this in the end to get a little more darker, like how this one kind of looks. But this is a lot more see-through, a lot more jelly-like, and that's just because of the colorant I used. But it is a very, very close match, and you can almost not even really tell the difference. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. You know, bait making is what it is. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you don't. But you can get really, really, really close, as you just saw. So if you like this kind of content, please comment down below. Let me know you're enjoying this kind of content, because I can keep going this direction. I can start switching up directions. I got other ideas. You know, bait making is my thing right now, since I can't actually get out on the water and, you know, do any kind of fishing right now. So that's what it's going to be. Very shortly, I will have my shop up for any of these baits that you see me make. Will end up being available for purchase to you whenever it is that I have that shop set up. Of course, I will be letting you know. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. 3 Real Motion Angling is on everything. Comment, like, subscribe. Do me that solid, and I'll catch you on the next video. Till next time, I'm out.